Okay, boys and girls, welcome back. Redmissed in the house once again. How you doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I'm doing great, and we, my friends, are playing some more Clash Royale. Now, people, we have a legendary chest in the shop. So go ahead and put down in the comments down below what you think it's going to be, because we are going to go ahead and buy it. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you this weird and wacky deck that I've been playing. I kind of decided that I wanted to try and see if I could make a super quick kind of arrow log bait zap kind of deck. Just because a lot of people are either running really tanky decks, or they're running like really quick sort of miner or hog cycle decks. And most of the ones that are running hog cycle decks or miner cycle decks have both zap and log, or zap and arrows, in their deck. And this one here is just for a little bit of fun to see what we could do. And also I've been running into a lot of Royal Giants around the sort of 3500 trophy mark. So again, a lot of the Royal Giant decks run run a zap in their deck as well. So having multiple zapping capabilities really helps quite a lot. Now I'm going to show you this replay. I've only played 4 battles with it, and I've actually won all 4 battles. Some have been quite close, others have been pure domination. So still learning the deck. So obviously I start off with the skeleton army here, just so I can sort of get used to the deck a little bit, because this is the very first game that I've played with it. So obviously I'm now going to come out with the minion horde. He's going to come out with his his princess over there, but he doesn't have the zap, so he has to rely on that princess in order to kill everything. She's not going to kill that last one, and look at the damage that miner and minions done to his tower. So we're going to log back to take out that princess, then obviously that's going to reset the target on the Royal Giant. The Ice Spirit just to take one shot away from that bomber, because obviously my Inferno Tower isn't fully leveled up to be really defending against level 11 in Royal Giants. Otherwise my tower would have wrecked his Royal Giant and still had some health. So once again, he's coming in with those 3 elixir minions. I'm just going to use my princess, and as he's used that log, I know that he's just used his one and only counter to be able to go ahead and kill me, because he hasn't shown anything other than a log for spells. So again, I'm going to go with the same push over on the right hand side, the miner with the minions, and force him to do something. And I'm not sure what he's going to do. He's going to go ahead and play his minions, but we still get a good little bit of tick damage over on that right hand side. He was ready with his lightning that he hasn't played yet to obviously kill the Inferno Tower. And as I say, my Inferno Tower is only level 7, so not too great right now, but it's very useful for this particular deck, because obviously we need to get rid of giants and stuff. So we're going to use the princess to take care of those minions, the log to take care of his princess, and then we know he's going to be looking at coming with his Royal Giant, so we're just going to go ahead, put a Goblin Barrel over on the right hand side, and we're going to take out his Inferno, use our Inferno to take out his Royal Giant with which he countered with his Fire Spirits, but it's okay, because we're going to take care of that Royal Giant nice and easy. The princess, with her decrease in area damage, has to take like 2 to 3 shots to kill a minion horde, depending on how close they get to her. So again, we're flushing out those cards. We're going to take out his minions with our minions. We're going to take care of his mini Mecha with our minions. And then we would have taken care of his I keep saying Inferno because I'm not used to using it, guys. His Royal Giant with the minions and probably the skeleton army. Now, this one right here, guys, this was a mirror match. I randomly made this deck, but when I've looked on the ladder, I've seen a few people with almost the same cards, and this one particular guy had pretty much exactly the same cards. So I don't know if somehow I've just randomly made like a ladder deck, or if maybe thi- this deck is very similar to a deck that is on the ladder, and maybe some other people have changed a few cards, and it's just happened to be that this guy has put in the exact same cards. The only difference between our decks is he actually has the Ice Wizard, whereas I have the Ice Spirit. Um, because I don't really see the call for the Ice Wizard, because he doesn't add enough value to the deck in order to warrant spending that extra 2 elixir. But look at this, guys. He plays everything all in one hit. That is the most valuable log I have ever seen. 3 elixir Goblin Barrel, 3 elixir Skeletons, and a 3 elixir Ice Wizard. So that was 9 elixir killed for what is the log nowadays? 2 elixir? That's insane. A 7 elixir profit? That's crazy. So as you can see here, he sent in a single miner. We're going to go ahead and put down the Ice Spirit, the minions. We're going to have the miner tank the damage from the princess, and we're going to go ahead and get a ton of damage on his tower. Princess to take out his level 11 minions, nice and easy. And I believe we just leave the princesses to duel it out here nice and easily. Log to go ahead and get rid of those goblins right there. Happy days. He thinks he's safe to play his army, so I just go ahead and play my army in counter, because I know he has nothing in his deck that was going to be able to defeat it other than his log, which would have been pretty pointless sending down the line when you've kind of pushed all out. So once again, we're going to go in, we're going to use the Goblin Barrel to actually his Princess this time, Log to take care of his goblins again, Princess to take care of his minions, but unfortunately we played them in the wrong order, so we didn't really have what I wanted to have, and this is where it got very, very close. But luckily those minions are well able to take care of everything that we need over there. The 2 minions went off into the background, and we're able to go ahead and wreck this guy's face over here. We're going to go in, we're going to get in with that miner. He's pushing very hard over on the left hand side. I do try to defend it, but then at the same time I'm not too worried about defending it. Princess down on the line to go in with those minions. He's going to try and push over on the right hand side, but that's already game over, and we're going to take that victory nice and easy against a guy running a very similar deck to me. As I say, it was literally just the Ice Wizard and the Ice Spirit that is different. So I don't know if he's just created that, or if maybe that's the one that was on the ladder. I'm not really too sure. But when I was showing my friend, he was like, no, I've definitely seen a deck very, very similar to that on the ladder. So put down in the comments down below, guys, if this deck is on the ladder or not. I haven't personally seen it when I've gone and looked at the top sort of 200. I haven't seen it, but maybe it's there now. I really don't know. So we're going to jump into it once again, and this time we're going to send in that Goblin Barrel, and he's got a zap, so we know we need to worry about that zap. And we don't really worry too much about the Ice Spirit, but we are going to go ahead and play it. And then when I saw that this guy had the miner and the minions, I'm kind of thinking, is this guy playing the same deck as me again? Because I just played someone with a very similar deck. I'm going to go ahead and use my miner to distract the tower, which is actually going to let my minions wreck the face of his giant. Look at that. He didn't even make it over the bridge. And 2 of my minions survived to get a little bit of damage on the tower. That was clutch. And because I'm expecting him to have the same deck as me, I'm just going to go play my princess on the line just to give myself a quick little bit of tick damage. And then I'm going to go kill his miner. I'm going to go play my ice spirits just to slow down a couple of those minions, my own minions to kill his minions. And we're going to be able to start off and keep rolling again. He's going to give us an angry face. And look at this, guys. Again, 1 minion managed to make it to the tower and get 1 shot. And that's happy days, because even there he used 3 elixir to counter my goblins. 1 goblin killed 1 of his skeletons and then got a stab on his tower. The log to finish off his skeleton army and do a little bit of tower damage. That's what this deck is designed to do. It's designed to constantly give you some annoying tick damage. So when you see people playing stuff, you're kind of ready to use an attack. And look at this, guys. We go ahead and we set down our giant. Just as he plays 3 musketeers, he plays a mini pecker as no, he don't. He plays a miner, but we take out his, because he's overextended. He's not got that zap. We take out his 3 musketeers with the skeleton army. That is insane. So now we've got a different push. We don't have our minions, but we're going to go ahead and use our miner with our goblins. He just freezes our miner, but because the goblins are still alive, that is the main part of the push. Obviously, the goblins are the DPS of the deck. He's going to use his skeleton army this time to actually counter, but it's too late. We've already done the damage. The log's going to kill his skeleton army, finish off his 3 musketeers, and that, my friends, is GG. He's going to try coming in with a very quick, sneaky little push over on the right-hand side, which we're just going to distract with the skeleton army and the ice spirit, and it's not going to be able to get to our tower. Happy days right there. Taking out another victory. Looking good, looking strong. And I want to show you this final battle, guys. Now, rather than showing you going into a live battle and doing a live battle, I'm going to show you this final battle that I just done a minute ago, because it is against one of the strongest decks right now, which is the giant bowler deck. Really, really strong deck to deal with. So as you can see here, I tried to take out his skeleton spawner with the goblin barrel, which he zapped, unfortunately. So we did bait out that he's got the zap, and we do know that he's running a giant bowler deck. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to send our minions in on top of the bowler while our Inferno Tower takes out that giant. We're going to be able to destroy the bowler before the arrows gets us. So now we know he's got arrows, we know he's got the giant bowler, and he's got the zap. So that's 4 out of his 8 cards that we've already figured out. And we know that they're going to be able to shut us down quite hard. So we also know that he doesn't have it in his rotation right now. So he had to cycle cards, and he's just shown us the next 2 cards in his deck. So he's now shown us every single card except for the lightning. And we're okay with that, because we're going to be able to come in here. But watch this, guys. Because we've got no elixir right now, I'm going to be very, very cheeky. And I'm going to put down the Ice Spirit on top of the Musketeer, which means that only she's going to get 3 shots off on the tower, but we're still way ahead in the lead, and we're looking pretty on tower damage. So really, really cheeky again. We go ahead and put the Princess down on the line, which luckily for us, he actually plays his skeleton spawner at that time. And then he goes and wastes his zap. He's already played his musketeer, so he's not got that in his rotation. We're looking really good right now, because he's not got anything in his rotation. We've made him use his stuff. We're going to go ahead and put down the miner over here, which unfortunately the bowler doesn't target my miner. He continues to target the but look at this, guys. The princess is going to take out the inferno, or sorry, the princess, the inferno, and the ice spirit are going to hold off the giant, the mega minion, and the bowler. He's going to be left with very, very little elixir. And watch this, guys. Look at all the damage that miner and goblin barrel done to his tower. Absolutely insane right there. So now we're just going to start cycling damage on his tower with the with any range damage that we've got. So obviously he's going to come in with the zap again. We're going to come in. He's just wasted his arrows, so that means trouble for him. We're going to be able to annihilate the face of his giant there. Log to go down on the line with the miner in the back, and we're going to take that looking nice and strong over there. And it was all because he played the, or I say all because, a very big factor in it was because he went and played his skeleton spawner as I played my princess. and he lost that, and he then decided to counter my princess with his mega minion. So he also lost that in his cycle. So that gave us a very big lead in the game. But working really, really well. Really strong deck. Check it out, guys. Unfortunately, if you don't have the miner or the princess, I don't think this will really work for you. You could take out the princess for maybe a musketeer or spear goblins, but I would personally go for spear goblins over the musketeer. And then if you don't have the miner, I would say go for the hog rider would be your closest option, but not really a great alternative. The miner is kind of designed to be able to get in and get people's buildings slash elixir pumps, as well as kind of guaranteed damage on towers. Whereas if you have to switch out your miner for the hog rider, such as in that battle, then you would have got very, very little damage to the tower because the hog would have always been distracted by the skeleton spawner or defenses, whereas the miner's going to get to the tower. So yeah, check it out, guys. Really, really fun deck. If you've got any deck suggestions, put them down in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and show some support to the channel. And I shall see you in the next one. Peace on... Oh, no, wait, guys. Guys, nearly forgot the legendary chest. I hope you guys have put down in the comments what you think it's going to be. Let's go ahead and open that bad boy just before we get a Sparky. Are you kidding me? Well, that was a really bad ending to the video. I really wanted a legendary that I did yet, which would have been one of them 3 amazing cards at the bottom, but hey, never mind. Also, guys, do remember 2 days and the tornado is going to be out ready to use. I think it could be a very, very good card for people that are using big pushes like the giant pushes and stuff, because that's going to drag everyone into the middle of where the tornado is. So you could probably put it next, like sort of in the middle of your map. And it's, from what I hear, like look at that, its radius is 5, so that means 5 tiles. That's the same as a poison spell, is it? Or was that the rage spell? I think it's the same as a rage spell. Yeah, so it's actually got the radius of a rage spell, which is huge. So you could possibly put that down bang in the middle of your towers, and it will pull any troops away from the path to the center of the tornado, I believe it was said. So effectively, you're going to be able to put the giant from going for, say, your left-hand tower or your right-hand tower, and pull them into the middle of the map and maybe make them travel over to the other side of the tower or to the other tower while receiving damage from both of your towers. So that could be a really, really insane defensive card. Can't wait for that card to come out. Also, it would be really good for people that are running a lot of, unfortunately, decks like this. Because if I've got, say, skeletons down on the field and minions down on the field, and it drags it over, it could bring them in range of tower damage, it could bring them in range of just anything, really. So if you've dropped a troop down on the wrong hand side, that could be really, really dangerous. But anyway, sorry about the disappointing Sparky. Really hope that you've enjoyed this video though, guys. Please hit that like and subscribe for me, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace on the streets.